Let's spend some time on what Trump could mean for India. The one issue that's got a lot of people worked up is immigration, because A is his approach on illegal immigrants. There's also a big debate raging in the United States over H1B visas. What do you think is most likely going to happen on the issue of immigration, legal and illegal?
On illegal immigration, Trump won the election in large part on that issue. It was one of the top issues, for many people, the top issue. And not only that, but one that the Democrats really failed to address. So he feels very strongly about it. He feels like even if it leads to higher inflation in the United States, and it will, lower tax revenue, lower consumption, all those things are true, but he's going to address it. You are looking at 15 to 20 million illegal immigrants in the United States right now. I would not be surprised if 1 million of them are forcibly deported in the first year.
Well, where will they go and who will take them?
Well, they'll go back, number one. So Trump has already told the Mexicans, if you're not willing to take everybody, including some from countries that came through Mexico but aren't necessarily from Mexico. The president of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum, has said she doesn't want to do that, but we know that there's a negotiation there. So, the reality is they're not going to be welcome in the United States, and America can cause a lot of damage if you are the country that they came from and you refuse to deal with that, you refuse to engage. So those numbers are going to be big. On the H1Bs, you saw the fight between Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, who looks like he's already forced out of Doge and it hasn't even started yet. That's quite something. Level of uncertainty among the appointees is always a question, but they very much support H1Bs and legal immigration, especially among more skilled workers, but a lot of what I would call deep MAGA, as opposed to dark MAGA, not the globalists, but instead the populists that support Trump. They're not interested. They don't want immigration of any sort. Now, if you ask me who's likely to win, usually Trump goes with the money, right? And these are people that donated a lot to his campaign. Elon Musk is by far the most powerful advisor around Trump. So I don't expect that there are going to be big problems around H1Bs. Now, there are a lot of Indians that might look at anti-immigrant sentiment in the United States and say, I don't feel very welcome in America. The Statue of Liberty today doesn't reflect American values. It did after World War II. It did after World War I. It doesn't today. So it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of talented Indians who can work anywhere in the world, they're coming from the best universities, they have incredibly fungible skills, maybe a lot more of them will go to Canada. Maybe a lot more of them will go other places. And I think that's a concern, because it's not just about setting legal policy for the United States. It's also about, are you welcoming to people from all over the world? And America First doesn't sound very welcoming, right? A lot of women from India might say, I'm not very interested in going to a country where they're actually taking back women's rights. A lot of gay people might say, no, I'm not so interested given what I hear from the U.S. right now. So I do think that the values, the fact that the Americans don't really know what they stand for in terms of values right now, will have a chilling effect on some legal immigration.